time for your mind, we poppin'. One time for your mind, no maybes. Just yes, yo, release the stress. Get rockin'. One time for your mind, we poppin'. One time for your mind, no maybes. Just yes, yo, release the stress. One time for your mind, get rockin'. One time for your mind, we poppin'. One time for your mind, no maybes. Just yes, yo, release the stress. For your mind, get rockin'. One time for your mind, we poppin'. One time for your mind, no maybes. Just yes. For your mind, no make.
I am analyzing the void paradox. Hello, Descendant. I've been waiting for you. That must be the algorithm Eckert modified. I'll apply it right now. When the algorithm activates, you'll be able to detect data that was previously obscured by the high levels of void energy. It'll provide an opportunity to retrieve data that would otherwise be missed due to the wavelengths. The first data to collect is the RK wavelengths, remaining on BB072. These are the records left behind by any descendants. This is a chance for us to see events that took place, people we've lost, and any truths that may have been obscured. Descendant, I hope you return safely after completing the operation.
Hello, Descendant. What can I do for you? Ah, Descendant, I've been waiting for you. Wait, you're expecting a lecture? Well, it shouldn't be that long. But there is something I need to tell you. While analyzing the genetic map of our furry friend, I came across an interesting feature. The proteins that make up some of the genes have specialized binding structures that make it easier for them to bind to certain substances. Specifically, they have very fine structures that react to peptide chains. Is this explanation too complex? Long story short, there are special substances that react to these creatures. I've been reading the Void Vessel exploration reports, and I've seen some potential candidates that could be the substances I mentioned. If I'm right, they could react with the genes of the fellows to enhance a number of their physical abilities. Don't worry, there's almost no chance of things going wrong.
One time for your mind, no maybes. Just yes, you'll release the stress.
Have you completed preparations?
One time
Descendant, I know you fought your fair share of intercept battles, but this one will be a real challenge. The enemy shows the highest void energy readings of any Colossus I've ever observed. Yet the Colossi that we've dealt with so far fall within what we consider a normal range. Well, this one far exceeds that. At first I thought it must be an error. But you are about to face the most powerful Colossus you will have ever encountered. Please, be careful. I'll begin preparations to intercept right away. Are you ready?
yes, you'll release the stress.
You need information about the Colossi.
One time for your mind, we poppin'. One time for your mind, no maybes. Just yes, you'll release the stress. One time for your mind, get rockin'. One time for your mind, we poppin'. One time for your mind, no maybes. Just yes, you'll release the stress. One time for your mind, get rockin'. One time for your mind, we poppin'. One time for your mind, no maybes. Just yes, you'll release the stress. One time for your mind, get rockin'. One time for your mind, we poppin'. One time for your mind, no maybes. Just yes, you'll release the stress.
Out of my
Alpha, now that the Descendant Core is here, I'll begin my debrief. Key points to cover include defense against the Vulgus invasion and the search for Corell's missing fleet. First, our defense operation against the invasion is going well, but as we continue attrition warfare, supplies and ammunition are becoming increasingly scarce. It's got to the point where I'm not sure if the enemy is targeting strategic positions or our ammunition stockpiles. The Desleo Armory is working hard, but our ammo production isn't keeping up with consumption.
If that really is their objective, it's a successful one so far. And what about our side? Do we know where that force was originated from?
We've mobilized all of our reconnaissance assets here at the Kingston radar station, but we can't find anything out of the ordinary. Alpha, now might be a good time to reevaluate the plan I submitted. We've already identified an important clue from Amon's message. This grand invasion is headed to the origin of all wars. The only place in Ingress that qualifies is Sigma Sector, the land of annihilation. It's where the Vulgus and the Colossi first appeared over 100 years ago.
Nell, you need to drop this. Sigma Sector is where the void erosion is at its worst. The void storms there turn all matter amorphous in seconds. The Vulgus are no exception to this. Of course, it's possible that the Vulgus used the Ironheart to assist them, but if they had, the energy would have been detected by our radar. You're just trying to make your theory fit your requirements. Unless Corell wants to die, there's no reason for him to have gone to Sigma Sector.
Enzo, why don't you trust me?
It's not about trust, Nell. It's about common sense.
But if the answer we're looking for is beyond the boundaries of common sense, the problem will never be solved. We have investigated almost everywhere in Ingress, and no trace of Corell's fleet has been found. But the enemy invasion shows no signs of weakening, and now they're even using Ancestors' technology. We can't rely on a common sense approach any longer. We have to think outside the box. Nell, I'm officially adopting your plan. You'll have authority over troop deployment and operational details for now.
Alpha, are you serious? More importantly, Nell, are you really planning to send troops into Sigma Sector?
See? It really is about trust. No matter how unorthodox my plan seems, I am not going to blindly order troops to their deaths. As for dispatching the Recon Corps, that will come once we've observed the energy signatures of Sigma Sector from the outside.
But we don't have that kind of reconnaissance asset. We can't even observe them with the wideband deceive here at the Kingston radar station.
Well, naturally, our tools will need to be outside the box as well. This operation will utilize the Eye of Truth, the Vulgus observation device in the White Knight Gulch. I'll pass along the details from Albion. You need to go and ready your gear.
What? My gear?
You heard Alpha. I'm in charge of troop deployments and operational details. I'd like you to take over field command in the White Knight Gulch. And for the record, this request isn't personal.
Enzo is perfect for this kind of mission. Good call, Nell.
I understand. I'll get moving.
I have seen everything. The salvation of two worlds. Descendant, you have destroyed the Ironheart and preserved the balance of the dimensions. But the war is not yet over. Corel has vanished with the remaining Ironhearts, and we do not know where he might have gone. Humanity has pursued this to the bitter end. And finally uncovered a brutal truth.
Descendant, this mission will require all the strength you have. Go with Enzo and head to the White Knight Gulch.
It really isn't anything personal, right?
It isn't personal.
Were you looking for me? Good, you're here. I've just received the operation details from Nell. This operation is definitely unconventional. I couldn't believe it myself that we'll be utilizing Vulgus biostructures. But once I read the report on the Eye of Truth from the Medical Corps, I understood. Not only can you see all of Ingress with the eye, apparently it's also capable of visual observation across dimensions and into the void. In other words, it could theoretically see through the void storms in Sigma Sector and analyze a variety of energy signatures. To think that the Vulgus were observing Ingress and humanity with a device like this, it's pretty ominous. But if we can use it to our advantage, that's a different story. The problem is, the White Knight Gulch has fallen back into Vulgus hands, and we also disabled the Eye of Truth in a previous operation. So, the first objective of the operation is for myself and the Descendant Corps to temporarily occupy the White Knight Gulch and restore the Eye of Truth. We're short on time, so if you have any questions, let's talk about them on the way to the operation area. Oh, and by the way, Nell asked 2 more Descendants to join us, Eugen and Bunny. Eugen is essential to the restoration of the Eye of Truth, but I'm not sure why she chose Bunny. Anyway, while I'm getting ready to head out, please check in on Eugen and Bunny.
Nell, I'll pay for the suit. Can't we keep this a secret from the military police? I don't want to do disciplinary training again.
It's not about the cost, Bunny. It's about the unauthorized use of ultimate equipment and development, which is a serious military offense. All right. If this mission is successful, I'll let you off the hook.
I'll do it. I'll do anything. Just tell me. Whew. What's up? You're here. Nell's briefed me on the mission. Operation Secure the Vulgus Eyeball. But I heard that Valby and Eugen destroyed the Eye of Truth. Can it be fixed? Whatever. I'll leave the hard stuff to you. All I'm supposed to do is run around, kill enemies, and collect data on how my ultimate equipment performs in the field. Anyway, how do I look? Isn't my ultimate suit killer? I stole this while it was in development by the Magisters, and what do you know? It's perfect for me. They should have given me this sooner. Then I wouldn't have had to steal it. I'm not the bad one. It's the world that forced me to steal this that's bad. Was that too much? Anyway, I'm ready to leave any time, so hurry up and go get Dr. Han. We have to go before I lose electricity.
Captain! You're not captain anymore. Miss Elias, it's my mission.
Jin, stop and listen to me. You don't have to go to the White Knight Gulch.
Why do you keep saying that? You're just in time. Please, can you tell my dear mentor to quit it? She thinks she's still the captain of the medical corps. She's making a huge fuss and trying to take my place on the mission, even though I know the White Knight Gulch the best. Can you match everything in the bundle of optic nerves in the Eye of Truth? I can do it with my eyes closed.
Okay. Well, can you forget the memory of what happened to your teammates when you close your eyes?
Huh?
I heard you still wake up screaming in pain in the middle of the night. Valby told me all about it. You might deny it, but trauma takes time to process and recover from. I know what happened there. Please, don't push yourself, Jin. And, to be quite honest, I'm more familiar with the White Knight Gulch than you are. I spent a lot of time there looking for Daya.
Captain.
I'm not your captain anymore. I'm asking you, as someone who cares about you, let me take your place.
Damn it. All right. Actually, I wasn't confident that I could do it either.
Yeah, you don't have anything to prove. I'm sure Daya felt the same way. So, you can give me information about the Eye of Truth through Maya Sieve. I'm a little nervous about going on a medical corps mission after such a long break.
I'm sure your years of experience will see you right, but please be careful. And thank you for your concern.
I like it when you listen to me. See you later.
Ah! Why is everyone taking so long? Are we ever going to start this mission where we fix what we broke? You know what? I'll go first.
Bunny, wait! Oh, seriously. All personnel involved in the Eye of Truth recapture operation, please report to your assigned locations. Over. Damn, I was in such a hurry to leave, I forgot some modules, Bunny.
Seriously? How is that my fault? You wasted most of your time arguing with Nell. Oh, Enzo! I understand now. You're on Nell's bad side, right? Did Operation Ring fail?
Of course it didn't, and no private chat during official operations, Bunny.
But you two look so good together. It's not every day you meet someone like that, Enzo. I'm rooting for you.
Oh, Glenn, not you two. Please drop it and let's focus on the operation. You probably know why we've been deployed here. to restore the Eye of Truth, connect it to the bioscanner, and carry out observation of Sigma Sector. But first, we need to drive out the Vulgus who have reoccupied the White Knight Gulch. Then we can take out the control facility connected to the Eye of Truth. Bunny and the rest of the team, please clear the Order of Truth forces in the area. Glay, your objective is to begin restoration of the Eye of Truth. I'm going to build a field station here that will serve as a relay between the bioscanner and the Kingston radar station.
Leave it to me. Fixing things is my specialty.
Great! Let's get going!
To restore the Eye of Truth, first we'll need to find organic matter to feed the Vulgus biostructure. We can find some in the Fortress control facility and from samples of the Vulgus. I need plenty of it, so I'll need your help.
I'm going to scout the perimeter of the Order of Truth Fortress to see how many of them there are. And I'll get to test my ultimate suit's performance while I'm at it.
Yeah, you're the right age to be running around. Let me know if you have any trouble, Bunny. I can help you.